At first glance, it looked like nothing. A quiet neighborhood, still water, and rows of houses surrounding a small retention pond in Florida. The kind of place anyone might scroll past without a second thought. But one detail changed everything. There was a car, barely visible beneath the surface of the water. It wasn't obvious unless you zoomed in closely, and it wasn't something anyone had noticed for over 20 years. That discovery would finally answer a question that had haunted a family for decades. What happened to William Moldt? In November 1997, 40-year-old William Moldt lived a normal life in Lantana, Florida. He worked as a mortgage broker and was known to be responsible and routine. On the night of November 7th, he went to a nightclub around 9:30 p.m. He called his girlfriend and told her he was on his way home. He never arrived. There were no reports of a crash, no witnesses, and no sign of his car. It was as if he had vanished. When he was reported missing, police opened an investigation, but quickly ran into a lack of evidence. There were no leads, no financial activity, and no clues pointing to foul play. His car was missing, which made the case even more puzzling. Over time, the case went cold. With no GPS, no smartphones, and limited technology, investigators had little to work with. Years passed, and William's disappearance remained a mystery. In August 2019, a man in Wellington, Florida, was browsing Google Earth. While looking over his neighborhood, he noticed something unusual in a retention pond, a faint, rectangular shape beneath the water. Curious, he zoomed in and realized it looked like a car. He contacted a nearby homeowner, and together they went to check. Looking into the water, they confirmed it was real. A vehicle was submerged just below the surface. Authorities were called. When police arrived, divers were sent in, and the car was pulled from the pond. Inside were human remains. Despite years of deterioration, the vehicle was identified, and the license plate provided the breakthrough. It matched the missing person report of William Moldt. After 22 years, he had been found less than a mile from where he was last seen. Investigators concluded that after leaving the nightclub, William likely drove off the road and into the pond. At the time, the area was less developed, with poor lighting and open land. The car sank quickly, leaving no visible trace. Over time, the water concealed it completely. As the neighborhood grew, people lived around the pond without realizing what was beneath it. There was no evidence of foul play, only a tragic accident that went unnoticed for decades. For his family, the discovery brought long-awaited closure. The mystery that had lasted over 20 years was finally solved, not by a breakthrough in traditional investigation, but by a simple observation on Google Maps. An everyday tool revealed what had been hidden in plain sight. It is a reminder that sometimes the truth is not buried deep. Sometimes it is right in front of us, waiting to be seen.